Ready? I'm ready. I'm ready.
Welcome. Our question today, what if our sex organs could talk to us? What would they say? Welcome to God's Insight for the Soul. I am Bridget, my lovely co-host Lori, and our fabulous guest, Miss Shelley. Thank you so much for being here. If you were just joining us, this is a space where you can come and ask a question. You can provide a situation that you'd like some insight on, and Lori and I tap in and we provide insight. So, Miss Shelley, what do you have for us today?
Hmm. I say we tap that.
Tap that ass. Speaking of sex stuff, let's tap that ass.
Tap it.
Do you want an angel card or do you just want us to
I
tap
want you to
it?
tap it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
okay.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Hmm.
If you are new to this space, what I invite you to do is listen with your ears, but also with your heart. There is a message in this for you as well, even though we are providing insight directly to Shelley for today.
I have a little nugget, but whenever I have a nugget that's like a super general nugget, I like to reserve the right that I get to talk later again, specifically to Shelley. But here's the universal nugget that all of us, at every single moment of every single day until our last breath, we need the reminder that we're in right standing.
Hmm.
There's always more knowing of our right standing. Always more knowing of our right standing. So if there's one thing you need to know more of today for all of us, it's that we're already in right standing and nothing's gone wrong. Even me not silencing my phone. Nothing's gone wrong because I just silenced it. And I'm in right standing, even if I forgot to silence my phone. I'm in right standing, even if I said, I don't want to silence my phone today. I want it to disturb us. I just want to fuck shit up. I just want to be a disruptor. I just don't even care about other people. Guess what? Even if I don't care about other people, I'm still in right standing. Okay. That's my general nugget. I'm reserving the right to tap back in.
Okay.
Thank you.
I I love this. So before we hit record, Shelley and I are having a conversation about the womb space and creativity coming from the womb space. And what what is coming up right now is how our relationship with our creator, this physical body was created. There's a verse that even says like God holds us in the palm of his hand before we're even an embryo in our mother's womb. We are woven together intricately, this body, this physical body. So everything within this body, our breasts, our legs, our buttocks, our vagina, our wieners, like everything physically on this body was lovingly created. And yet we live a lot of our life maybe hiding parts of us, feeling shame for parts of us, feeling unclean in this religious aspect. And yet God lovingly loves every piece and part of us. And the ideas that formulate in your mind are also loved by God. I see this real connection between our that creativity space that you were speaking about from your womb and this connection to the thoughts that are in our head. And when we allow ourselves to feel God's love and connection, then those thoughts don't have a right or a wrong.
Hmm.
They're simply thoughts. but to allow them from that space, like Lori was saying, nothing has gone wrong, nothing has gone wrong. So that creativity space that formulates in that knowing piece of us and then comes up and forms a thought. There's no right or wrong. It's all love, love from our creator, love from the one who created you. And if you have a thought that that thought was just wrong, then I encourage you to tap back into, nope, my creation, my creator, my creation, the being part of me that creates life. As a woman in our womb, that is where life is being knit together, right? So it's very like, yes, that creativity. If you have a thought and then the next thought is, oh, that thought was wrong, tap right back in to that space, that life creating space. And you might have to do that several times as the practice goes. But remembering then those thoughts, there is no right or wrong. They're all from our creator.
So I'm about to draw a really harsh line in the sand between those who might be stuck in some religiousness and those who truly want to live free. And I love that, again, like Bridget said before we pushed record, we were talking about the womb of creation and the pussy, yoni, vagina, the thing that is our genital between our legs. And sometimes we don't even realize how we're still stuck in an old paradigm with maybe a new flavor on top. And I think about the fact that we talk about creating and the act of creation and creating the life that we want and utilizing that aspect of us in the womb to create something beautiful. And what if, just what if, God wants to lay you down and spread your legs and just observe the beauty of your
Mm.
pussy? And what if he just wants to go and take a little taste and let you enjoy the pleasure of being enjoyed?
Mm.
What if it doesn't even have to be a performance or a doing or a creating? What if it can simply and only be a place of pleasure and intimacy? Intimacy, and just like Bridget was saying, sometimes we hide the best parts of us. And what if laying spread eagle, thinking about God looking at our pussy and enjoying it? And Shelley, what if you are the object of God's delight? And what if there's really not even anything to do or create or manifest or generate or anything? What if you really, really could be just as valuable laying there and being licked or stroked or observed in the beauty of your wetness? And what if it's okay to simply be enjoyed?
Mm.
What if you're allowed to just rest and be enjoyed?
My heart's pounding and I want to throw up.
Mm.
Well done. Good awareness. Love it.
Yes.
What do you got, Bridget? Let's pull a card for Bridget.
All right. Um, for those who may be new, when we have one participant, Lori and I also pull cards from one another and give insight to each other so that Shelley, from an observation point, can get out of her own story and sit and observe from an observation point, which God works all of this through for each one of us, through all of us. So the card for me today is it is safe to look within. As I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me.
Mm. And I love the flip side of this. What if you're stupid and ugly?
Mm,
Can you love the stupid and ugly also?
mm,
Right? Because I think sometimes this is where we get into that spiritual bypassing. Oh, I'm so wise and I'm so beautiful and all of me is acceptable. Not to the part of you that's human, that some people are like, you're fucking ugly and I think you're stupid, and then we reject ourselves because we're not wise and beautiful and acceptable, right? Um, and so really that looking within is that part of you that is detached from other people's opinions,
mhm,
including the you that's programmed to what is good or bad, right or wrong, beautiful or ugly, or fat or skinny, acceptable, unacceptable. Because the you that is really you, that is your truest identity, is is.
yeah.
That's the end of the sentence. It is. And that and everything else is subjective based on what's relative at any given moment of time, right? Relative at any given moment of time, relative to states of consciousness, relative to need and want and uh, value in the moment, and allowing to be rooted and grounded in the isness then allows for everything else to be is.
Mm, yeah. I love that. And I love the flip side. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, Miss Lori. All right. Ooh. Your card says, Divine wisdom guides me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe.
Mm, 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 mm.
And I love then your nugget that you gave for the general, for the overall nugget was I'm already right. I'm already in right standing and what making the right choices. Well, again, when we live off the tree of life, there is no right and wrong. Your choices are divinely guided. Therefore, they're right for you in this moment, at this, for you to learn what it is that you're divinely being guided to experience or to learn. It is right. I think about like the times when we're like, oh, this didn't happen the way we wanted it to happen, right? And I can
Mm.
look at that as a failure, or I did that wrong, or how did I mess up? But if we truly believe that we're divinely guided, then even that mess up was divinely guided in order for us to get to the next level, to get to the next step. Even the ugliness, even the mess ups, even our failures are divinely guided.
Mm.
It feels so much more easeful when we no longer have to think about what's right and wrong, but allow ourselves to be divinely guided.
I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely receive all of it.
so good. So good. Oh, thank you for joining us. If this is fun for you, if you would like to come on to God's Insight for the Soul and ask a question or draw an angel card or have a situation that you'd like some insight on, we would love to have you. There is a calendar link in our description, and feel free to join us. Until next time.